annual conference. Let's give ourselves a big hand once again, Zimbabwe, for making this possible. Well, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to call upon the General Manager for the Insurance Institute of Zimbabwe, Mr. Davison Choini, for the official opening remarks and welcome. Let's give him a big hand as he comes.
Allow me just to acknowledge and appreciate the presence of my principals and the president of the IIZ, Mr. Tatira Katoma, and the entire board members of the institute here in attendance. Thank you and welcome. Welcome, therefore, to the IIZ's 2024 annual conference, themed Innovation and Impetus for Growth and Sustainability. Let's take this event a memorable and impactful occasion. Let's customize whatever we learn today and tomorrow to transform our different organizations. Wishing you all the best and thank you so much. Welcome.
I'd like to call upon the President of the Insurance Institute of Zimbabwe, Mr. Tatenda Katoma, for his statement. Let's give him a big hand.
I am honored to stand before you today as the President of the Insurance Institute of Zimbabwe and to welcome you to our annual conference. This conference is a testament to our commitment to excellence, learning, and collaboration. Let us make this conference a memorable one and continue to shape the future of the industry together. With great honor and respect, I will introduce our Insurance and Pensions Commissioner, being represented by Mrs. Mongeswela, the Director of Insurance and Microinsurance at Insurance and Pensions Commissions. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the Commissioner.
I now want to touch on industry financial soundness. We have developed a tool that we use to assess the industry financial soundness. And this one is for short-term insurance. We averaged 63.49%. It's not a bad score, but it's not the desirable. We would like the industry to reach a score of 80%. You will note that it's mainly driven also by microinsurance. And when we talk microinsurance, we're talking about 3 reported microinsurance. The rest are not reporting as yet. On the life side, it's also on 67.15%. The items that we read from financial soundness from a life perspective are solvency, liquidity, combined ratio, capital coverage, corporate governance, and return on equity. Again, on this, in the life sector, there's room for improvement.
My question is, and we've observed that normally when you pay claims using mobile money platforms, there's some charges that are levied to these payments or claims payouts, which effectively reduces the amount that the beneficiary ultimately receives. Would it be possible from where you sit as a regulator to negotiate perhaps with the Ministry of Finance for a waiver of those charges, especially for beneficiaries of claims payouts at micro level? Thank you.
Try to reduce that expense, whether that will be received well by the mobile money networks is something else, but it's something that I think we should make effort towards achieving. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the keynote address, let's put our hands together for Dr. Assistance Garnett.
Let me begin by expressing my deepest gratitude for the privilege of addressing this 2024 annual conference. The theme of the conference innovation and impetus to insurance growth and sustainability resonates well with His Excellency Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa's Vision 2030, which seeks to lift the country to an upper middle income class. Now, let me assure you that this task is not an easy one. This task needs to be underwritten, and no one else but by us. Neither is achieving this task a simple thing. It requires every one of us. The customer expectations are evolving, but as these expectations are evolving, we must also measure up to the requirements, to the new requirements, the emerging requirements of the market. This is why digital transformation and the growth of personalized products, real-time interactions are gaining growing significance in the insurance industry. We are called upon to rise up to the demand of the task. Those are City, there is more work ahead. You and me, we have got the work to transform our country, to transform Zimbabwe to what we want. I thank you and wish you fruitful deliberations for the 2024 annual insurance conference. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Gladys Shubambiri to come forward.
For economy, it continues to navigate a complex mix of challenges and opportunities throughout 2023, and as it enters 2025, there are so many challenges that our economy is experiencing. Our country, it remains heavily reliant on sectors such as the agriculture sector and the mining sector. As an industry, we need to offer affordable micro-insurance tailored to smallholder farmers. Insurers can also promote financial inclusion and reach undeserved populations.
Ladies and gentlemen, assist me in welcoming our own son coming back home, Mr. Mfaro Chaluka. Let's give him a big hand.
I know there is one company which almost went into bankruptcy. It's a sugar estate in the southern part of Mozambique. They were so much flooded that up to now they are not producing. And they do not have crop insurance. They only the damage and business interruption. So it shows what it can do. So Mozambique is also estimating that these climate change disasters can cause 25% in decline in crop yields, mostly things like maize, that thereby affecting your food. So there's also impact on power generation. Climate change is generally expected to reduce, like Mozambique's ability to produce hydropower electricity. And we all know that in the region, a lot of countries, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Malawi, they're importing energy from Mozambique. So if there is no adequate water in the Zambezi River, then that would affect a lot more of people. So by 2100, said the energy production can go down by 20%. But I'm sure the demand for energy will be going up a lot more. So this will affect all of us in the region.
From your experience in Mozambique, after all these disasters and claims, inevitably quite a number of public assets would have been affected by these natural disasters. Have you seen the government of Mozambique trying to agree to the initiatives of buying insurance? And if yes, Is this something that you can also maybe help us with so that we nudge our government in the right direction? Thank you.
In terms of government willing to insurance on assets, yeah, to some extent. What happened, I think those who have been to Mozambique, as you are coming from the airport, there is that first roundabout. Those buildings there, it's the Ministry of Agriculture. Some years back, could be around 2010, they caught fire. I think someone maybe had done some scandals. So maybe someone set it on fire. So they were completely damaged. I think they were no longer usable. So to build those ones, which are there now, they are new. So the government now, through the Ministry of Finance, they took an insurance policy for assets for some of the buildings. But I don't believe that they're insuring all of them, but they've got an insurance policy for the assets which is being administered by the Ministry of Finance. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Shepard Fungura, please come forward.
Thank you very much for the privilege to come to this place. When it comes to solutions, relevance is important. Otherwise, you can try shove down insurance down people's throats, they won't buy. So what's important is that there's relevance and an understanding as to why there's this kind of play. So people are paying for that. And if you look at life insurance in terms of what actually is selling, not what we want to sell, there's a difference between the two. There is what we want to sell, there is what is being sold, or rather what is being bought. And when you look at the outline of the common products we have, you'll find that funeral stands tall, right? And then the group space, GLA, or group life insurance also follows. One could ask about the rest, and I'm sure we know the episodes that we've gone through as a country where the issue of value loss has been quite paramount.
Ladies and gentlemen from South Africa, let's put our hands together. Mr. Philip Thorne, please come through.
I'm Philip Thorne, and I have the privilege of serving as the Insurance Fraud and Investigation Services Lead for Sedgwick, South Africa. Okay, so in terms of cities, we looked at the cities, the 7, 8, 9, and 10 crime rates. You can see Harare fits in there. The number 9. The scary thing for us about this is 4, 5, and 6, Durban, Port Elizabeth, and Cape Town. Madness. 1, 2, and 3, Pietermaritzburg, Pretoria, Johannesburg. Employee dishonesty is a problem there, and we need to address it because people do get caught. They do resign or get dismissed, but then the follow-through needs to be consistent because the same people will then do the same at the next company, and often the reason they're doing it at the next company is because now they've agreed with the previous company that they will pay back the money, so please don't open a case. I've seen that plenty of times. It starts off at couple of thousand rand, up to 50,000, and then up to 500,000. And the last one we dealt with was 2 million rand. And it was the fourth time they'd stolen from the company. So I'm keen that we root out dishonesty in the workplace, and we have to address it first time. It does save insurers a huge amount in the long run.
We are seeing insurance fraud, but are you privy to developments elsewhere in other industries, interactions with colleagues? How do we compare in terms of frauds, with those industries as insurance? What learnings can we get from that so that we can also, better prevent these frauds? Thanks.
And it does. It affects everyone. It's not just the insurance sector. And I found, and maybe I'm not the greatest detective, because the percentage levels of people lying, I haven't picked up the high percentages that we're talking about here. We pick them up, but it's not as high as you would see in the statistics that we've presented, but it's affecting all of us, all industries.